Once you're dead, will we still be able to talk to you?
Yeah, I'm not playing dead the whole weekend, dude.
This is truly delightful.
Across the island, I've hidden clues. You will have to closely observe each other. If anyone can name the killer, that person wins our game. Any questions?
Halle Berry, that has a kick.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. Welcome to my review for the 2022 Netflix murder mystery sequel, Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. The film is written and directed by Rian Johnson and it stars Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc, Edward Norton, Kate Hudson, Dave Bautista, Janelle Monáe and Caitlin Hahn. Now, the film follows Daniel Craig's Benoit Blanc as he is blindly invited to a billionaire's private island to take part in a murder mystery. All the guests that have been invited are old friends of this billionaire, and out of the blue, Benoit Blanc is also invited along to the party. Once there, a murder does take place, and it is up to Benoit Blanc to figure out who is the culprit. However, there is a web of lies, deceit, and many layers that need peeling away before the truth is revealed. Right, what are my thoughts on Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery? Well, Knives Out was released, was it 2-3 years ago, something like that? And it was an excellent murder mystery. And in fact, it's pretty much kind of reignited the genre. We've had the Kenneth Branagh Poirot films, we've got the Knives Out films, there are others sort of thing. It's kind of reinvigorated this genre, and our murder mysteries have always been a lot of fun. And generally speaking, over the last couple of decades, we've kind of got more of them on TV than we have movies, I suppose. They're quite popular. But I have to say, the first Knives Out film I really, really enjoyed. I thought it was impeccably made with a fantastic cast. A very smart and fun movie with a stellar performance by Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc. The sequel has been, previous to this, been getting probably, you could argue, better reviews than the first one, which you would think would be quite hard because the first one absolutely knocked it out of the park in regards to critics and audience's responses to it. But this one has been received even better. And I think there's a reason for that. I think this film is absolutely excellent. Supremely entertaining. Great cast, great performances, very, very well written. And has you interested, entertained, intrigued throughout the whole thing. You're invested from minute one. And it's a very clever film in a sense of the Glass Onion, because the film in itself is layers. You know what I mean? The way Benoit Blanc just peels away at the layers of this film. And the film in itself is like layered. In a sense of it's kind of split. You get the setup at the beginning. In the sense that all his friends, Edward Norton is the billionaire, Miles, and he sends all his friends these elaborate boxes with a puzzle in it for them to figure out. And once they get to they solve the puzzle, they get like an invite to his island. So they all get these elaborate puzzles, they all get the invite to the island, they all turn up, and like I say, Benoit Blanc doesn't get an invite. Miles never invites him, so he doesn't understand why he's there, but he's certainly there. Someone invited him. So you've got this whole setup of everybody getting to the island, the meet and greets, all that kind of stuff. And then you get this murder mystery setup, because Miles wants to kind of have like a murder mystery weekend. That's going to last the whole weekend. They've got to figure out the murder and all this kind of stuff, which is why they all assume Benoit Blanc's there, the world's greatest detective. And then it takes us a sinister turn, the film, and then it kind of shifts. And then you get to see behind the lens almost, in the sense of how certain characters got to that point in the film. It's actually really quite smart how they do it. They do it from a different perspective. And it really works. So it kind of increases your knowledge as an audience member watching it because we're along for the ride. But the other characters in the films still are completely unaware as to what's going on. So you get certain questions answered as to why Benoit Blanc's there, what's going on, who hired him, so on and so forth, and what his motivations are. And it's really, really good. And then you get like the final act of the film, where all the kind of puzzle pieces are placed together, sort of thing, and we get this wonderful finale. I mean, it's very nicely crafted, and I have to tip my hat to Rian Johnson. Now, Rian Johnson, thankfully, has made a wonderful comeback since The Last Jedi, which many would argue was a bit of a disappointment, and that's me being kind. I don't mind it too much, but I think Star Wars fans would, take pitchforks to Rian Johnson if they got the opportunity. But he returned with Knives Out and Glass Onion, Knives Out Mystery, and he's proven what a talent he is. I would absolutely welcome more of these films, and I think we are getting more of these films. I think Daniel Craig is an absolute joy as the character of Benoit Blanc. The film is really rewarding, very watchable. There are light moments in it. It is, I hesitate to call it a comedy, but it is. There's light moments in it. It will make you chuckle, and it's pitched just perfectly. The murder mystery stuff is pitched perfectly. The comedy's pitched perfectly. The thriller aspects of it, the drama, the mystery, they're all kind of thrown in there, the ingredients, and they all really, really work and help make this film ultimately very, very watchable, very entertaining, and very rewarding for an audience member to watch. And I think it's a wonderful sequel. In regards to sequels that stand up to the originals, it's a debate to be had, but I do think in some ways it surpasses the original. It really does give us a new wonderful character for us all to enjoy. The Benoit Blanc character is very, very good. There's some great cameos in the film as well. You've got Hugh Grant in the film. You've got people like that, Ethan Hawke, and you've got a couple of other surprises in there as well, which is quite nice. And everybody else, I mean, it's full of really interesting characters that are played really well by all the other actors in the film. The Kate Hudsons, Dave Bautista's excellent. Edward Norton's really, really good. And I think a standout performance as well is Janelle Monáe, who plays Andy Brandt. She's very, very good in the film, and arguably is a bit like Anna de Armas in the first one. She's kind of like the lead character in a lot of ways. Really good, really entertaining. If you're looking for a really satisfying film to check out on Netflix over the holiday season and you're a bit burnt out with Christmas movies, put this on. You'll really enjoy it. It's very, very well made, very, very entertaining, and it's a film I strongly recommend. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. I'll be back with more reviews and content on the channel very, very soon.